all, meaning the only thing adding resistance to the pump pressure is the coffee grind size and quantity, and how hard you've tamped it. These baskets work best with freshly ground beans and are preferred for coffee enthusiasts and baristas because it allows greater control of each extraction and a more superior outcome. We recommend using cafe-quality beans from your local roaster for the best coffee results at home. Add the beans into the hopper. A good starting point for your grind size is 15. Turn the hopper until the grind size on the grinder collar displays 15. First, dry the portafilter to ensure the grinds are dosed into a dry filter basket. The Barista Classic machine has a preset auto-dose system. Gently tap down once on a single dose of grinds when using a 1-cup filter basket, and the 1-cup indicator will illuminate and roughly 13 grams of coffee will be dispensed. Tap down twice for a double dose when using a 2-cup filter basket, and the 2-cup indicator will illuminate and between 18 to 22 grams of coffee will be dispensed. Be aware to allow for a moment after you tap for the grounds to flow into the basket. As the amount of coffee grinds is affected by a number of factors, notably your bean type, you may want to adjust the factory settings to the machine to dose the right amount of coffee grounds when you use a tap-and-go grinder. Your basket may be too full, or you may need more coffee grinds in your basket. To do this, whilst the machine is in a ready state, press and hold the 1-cup or 2-cup button, depending on what setting you want to adjust. Push down the portafilter at the same time for 3 seconds. The single or double shot button will begin to pulse, depending on which you selected. Next, you will need to tap down on the portafilter to start the grind. When the desired amount of grounds has been dispensed, tap the portafilter a second time to stop the dispense. The updated setting will automatically be saved. Once the grinder has dosed into the portafilter, gently shake the portafilter in the cradle to collapse the grounds and then place on the benchtop surface. Tamp with a medium pressure. Somewhere between 10 to 15 kilograms of pressure is ideal. A gentle lean using some of your body weight is great. Next, simply rotate the tamper and make sure to level the coffee. The tamper has been designed so that the top of the tamper marries perfectly with the top of the portafilter after tamping. Doing this will really help you get an even extraction. Wipe away any excess ground coffee on the filter basket edge. Now that you've successfully dosed and tamped, you can purge the group head by pressing the manual button for a few seconds to get rid of any old coffee from the previous shot. Then insert the portafilter into the group head, turning it to the center position. Now you're ready to place your cup under the portafilter. Press the 1-cup or 2-cup button. Since we selected the 2-cup filter basket earlier, let's select the 2-cup button. The shot volume has been automatically programmed to dispense the right amount of water. It will automatically stop when the right amount of coffee has been poured. Achieving the perfect espresso extraction can be based on a matter of factors that you need to monitor and adjust regularly. The optimum extraction time is between 20 to 30 seconds. Here are some extraction results you may come across. An under-extraction. This occurs when the espresso pour is too fast, usually under 20 seconds. The colour of the crema and the extraction will feel thin and watery. This occurs when the water flows through the ground coffee too fast, creating a watery and sometimes sour-tasting espresso. Under-extraction can be caused by your ground coffee being too coarse, not enough coffee in the portafilter, using old coffee, and/or tamping was too soft. To help remedy this, you can try using a finer grind, adding more coffee to the portafilter and/or tamping a little bit firmer. Next is an over-extraction. This occurs when espresso pour is too slow, usually around 35 seconds. When the extraction time is longer than 35 seconds, the espresso has been extracted with too much pressure. Visually, your shot may drip throughout the entire pour, or there may be no pour at all. This tends to create a heavy, bitter-tasting espresso. An over-extraction can be caused by the grind being too fine, too much ground coffee in the portafilter and/or tamping too hard. To fix this, try using a coarser grind, a little less coffee in the portafilter and/or tamp with a softer pressure. Perfect espresso should have a steady flow with a consistency that is similar to warm honey. The colour should be dark gold. This type of extraction will help draw out the sweetest flavour and texture for a rich tasting espresso. Now that your espresso is ready, it's time to prepare the milk. You should fill the milk jug with cold milk just below the bottom of the spout. You're now ready to rotate the dial to the steam position. Small amounts of steam will be dispensed as the machine heats up. When the steam temperature is at its peak and the indicator light stops pulsing, turn the steam off and insert the wand into the milk jug. The steam wand should be at 12 o'clock and the steam wand tip should be at 3 o'clock. There should be about a finger width from the edge of the milk jug and the steam tip should sit just below the surface of the milk. When you're ready, turn the steam dial back to the steam position to start texturing the milk. If you're using the right technique, it should make a smooth hissing sound and the milk should spin in a whirlpool action. As the milk level rises, lower the jug to keep the tip just below the surface. The milk is ready when the milk jug becomes too hot to touch. Return the steam dial to the vertical off position and remove the milk jug from the steam wand. Remember to wipe the wand and tip with a damp cloth and always purge the steam wand immediately after milk texturing. You can do this by turning the steam on for 1 to 2 seconds and then returning the dial to the vertical off position. Let your inner barista shine while you swirl the jug to blend the milk and create a silky texture. Cafe quality milk should look like a glossy white paint with a smooth and velvety mouthfeel. Tap the jug to release larger air bubbles. Now that your coffee and milk are ready, pour your milk in one steady stream. And you've just made your first cafe-style coffee at home. Getting the perfect espresso might take a few tries, but every cup brings you closer to coffee joy.